welcome to Truth is Here. I'm Mubbina Hashmi. Recently, as in a few days ago, I uploaded a video onto the internet entitled Imam Mahdi in the Horizons, Essential Background. The end part of the video is still pending, and so for those of you who are anxious, please rest assured I am currently preparing it and hope to launch it onto the internet very shortly. Unfortunately, my ongoing stressors, the usual assaults from the pharmacy professional regulatory bodies, is still carrying on. So I'm finding myself being set up to attend work job interviews, being put in touch with employers where, again, for the umpteenth time, I'm going to be asked to leave under false allegations. Excuse me. I worked not long ago, early on this year, for a company in Avonmouth, where the company itself was grossly at fault. And despite this being witnessed by the inspector from the Royal Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain and the GPHC, she still ignored the facts and was very keen to get me out of the job. So I was treated very, very badly, and I'm very wary of the pharmacy professional regulatory bodies misusing their position over and over again. Excuse me. The GP surgery where I am registered as a patient have been harassing me through the repeated reminders to attend for a cervical screen, which I've already explained. You can listen to a video that I've uploaded on the internet, the one that talks about the practice nurse under instruction. Excuse me. In that video, the lady doesn't really make sense, and yet she's continuing on as though it doesn't matter. Excuse me. I have a second similar video from the same practice where I am ignored in a similar manner, and basically the GP practice are allowed to speak to me in a manner that takes no regard for my true position and is allowed to force me into a position that would really suit somebody who was trying to claim that they had a closer relationship to myself, i.e. the Egyptian cleric. Excuse me. It's really important that you all realize that my parents, my entire family, totally rejected the Egyptian cleric and his group and what he stands for many years ago. And since then, they've been the prime targets of his movement. Thus, they've been coerced to change their version of events and to try, he's basically trying through other avenues to make them say other than what they've already said and done. Excuse me. He's doing this through his group, through using the establishments, and through other channels which I refer to as the occult. As a Muslim, I do believe in the occult, and so I don't shy away from mentioning the word in fear that I'll be labelled with a mental illness, which they've already tried. Excuse me. So just please be aware of this. My family's original position is to reject the Egyptian cleric, and my family strongly, my father especially, strongly encouraged me and recommended that I should consider the young marriage suitor from Pakistan back in 2000. I visited this young man in 2002. Excuse me. When I made a trip to Pakistan, but more of that later. Please understand that my family are under incredible duress, unlike any other family, and their actual position on the Egyptian cleric was to strongly reject him, so that's made them prime targets for his movement. my strong advice to all of you is really to listen to what I have to say and what I will be sharing with all of you in my videos that I'm still preparing, and to steer clear of the Egyptian cleric and his movement. Excuse me. Although he's trying to come through my family, my advice to all of you is to not pay attention to what my family have to say unless they agree with me. I am presenting evidences and I am sharing the truth with all of you. Excuse me. So please don't use the excuse or try and use the excuse that your family said this and that. I've told you their actual position on the Egyptian cleric and what kind of duress they are under. Unlike excuse me, his disciples who accepted the Egyptian cleric, myself, my sister and my family did not on any account. And so he's trying to persuade them to try and make things look other than this. So it's really important that you understand this point. My advice again is for you to save yourselves and your families and to look out for guidance on the actual awaited Imam, Imam Mahdi, who we pray Allah will hasten his arrival and preserve and protect him and his supporters and make us amongst them. Ameen.